Hey, what is up, everybody? This is your boy AJ Tripp, and we are here reacting to the death of David Stern, former NBA commissioner. A week or so ago, he had a brain hemorrhage and hospitalized in New York City, I believe. And so there were a lot of prayers going his way, but unfortunately, he lost his battle today. Earlier today, about 3 or 4 hours ago, actually. And um, gonna read some stuff about it and give my thoughts on it. Um, I'm getting this from CBSSports.com. So hold on, let me make sure that 777. I put 76. That's my fault. I'll edit that out. Put that in later. But so here we go. Former NBA Commissioner David Stern died on Wednesday at the age of 77. His death comes just a few weeks after suffering a brain hemorrhage on December 17th. Stern was the commissioner for the league for 30 years, holding the position from 1984 to 2014, and was succeeded by current commissioner Adam Silver. When he first entered the league, basketball was not what it was today. Over his tenure, the popularity of the sport grew exponentially. His impact was felt by many, even those who entered the league after his time as commissioner were benefiting from the changes he helped put into place in the sport. Following the news of Stern's death, NBA teams, former and current players took to social media to express their gratitude for what Stern did for the league. Here are some of the tweets honoring and recognizing Stern. Um, this is a statement from Michael Jordan. This is coming from SD Portnoy at E Steep. Without David Stern, the NBA would not be what it was today. He guided the league through turbulent times and grew the league into an international phenomenon, creating opportunities that few could have far before imagined. His vision and leadership provided me with the global stage that allowed me to succeed. David had a deep love for the game of basketball, and there's more. It cut off for some reason. Um, so let's see. LeBron James from Instagram. I will never forget or never ever forget when you called my name on the stage and I shook your hand. My dream came true. Thank you for your commitment to the beautiful game of basketball that has changed so many young adult kids' lives, and more importantly, your vision. And you just did that, making our game the greatest sport in the world. Family and friends through this difficult time. Kobe Bryant, the game changed in so many ways under David Stern's leadership and vision. He demanded the best of everyone because he gave it to himself. Hashtag respect. Thank you, Commissioner. Rest in peace. Shaq, rest in peace, Mr. David Stern, the best commissioner to ever do it. D Wade, rest in peace, David Stern. Shaking our hand on June 26, 2003 was a dream come true. From the Golden State Warriors, we lost an icon of our sport today with the passing of Commissioner Demetrius David Stern. David was a visionary and an innovator in every sense of the language. The success of our league today is a reflection of his leadership. And there are so many. Mark Cuban, rest in peace, David. You always said you made me, and you were absolutely right. You were a friend, a mentor, an administrator, and the largest donut fund ever. You are missed. And there are so many from in this camp, Scottie Pippen, Paul Gasol, the WNBA, Roger Mason, so many throwing in their thoughts for David Stern, and let me give you mine, um, because I agree with a lot of these players. I think the NBA changed when David Stern came into the league as a commissioner. The finals games were on tape delay. You know, that's I believe the finals games weren't, at least some of them was. I know there was like back in the '80s, like the Boston Celtics, Phoenix Suns. So it still might have been on tape delay when he became the commissioner in '84. So and then it became the worldwide phenomenon. And now he had a little help. He had some of the greatest players of all time, Larry Bird and Magic Johnson and Isaiah Thomas, and of course the greatest of all time, Michael Jordan. But with these players, he knew how to market these players and he knew how to send these players. I'm sure that he was a major part of getting the players to become a part of Team USA, and then we sent them in '92 over to Barcelona, and they destroyed the competition. And with Michael Jordan and everybody that wanted to watch them across the pond, we got the Paul Gasols, the Tony Kukocs, the Dirk Nowitzkis, and all of the other players that have come from other countries come over here and play the NBA and make the NBA the global game that it is. 'Cause it's probably truly it probably truly is the only global sport because soccer's big over here, but over there, but it's not big over here in the United States. I don't think it's big in Canada. I think hockey's big in Canada. It's a little bit here in the United States and over there in like some of the Russian countries, but it's not go anywhere else. And football is really only here in America. There are little pockets here in Canada that are big football fans, pockets in Mexico, and of course the NFL tries to go over to London every year and try to make their thing over in London in the UK, but it's not big over there. And same thing with baseball. Sure, there's some baseball in the Pacific Rim, and we got baseball in all of these Latin countries and things like that, and big here in the United States. But not but but it's just not worldwide. Basketball is worldwide. Everywhere you go, you love basketball. Everywhere you go, you play basketball, and that's yeah, and it's got a lot to do with David Stern's vision for what he wanted the NBA to be, and it has come through big time. And that's so well, because I think if that didn't work, we may not have the Luka Doncic's of the world, may not have the Dirk Nowitzki's of the world, and many others who are very much a part of this great game of the NBA. So um, David Stern's passing was, it broke earlier today, and I was with family, so I couldn't do a reaction to it. So obviously this is, this is a reaction. This it really isn't. But still, I was shocked because I kind of thought that he was going to make it. He was going to uh, survive, but he obviously did not, and that's unfortunate. So it's going to be interesting to watch tomorrow night, NBA on TNT. Um, I'm sure Ernie and Shaq and Kenny and Charles and everybody, and they're gonna have their thoughts on this. They're gonna have um a lot of ways to get across their feelings, and I can't wait for them to wait to hear them. So I think it's gonna be fun to watch, and I'm sure they'll have a lot of stories about David Stern and things that he's done and the things that made him who he was. And he always took everything with a grain of salt. Being a commissioner of the league is not a very popular decision. And there were many times when during the draft, when they did the draft in New York, he would get booed, and then Adam Silver, he would come back and get cheered. When Adam would come do the second round and everything like that, and he always would play it up and come on, bring it on. And sometimes, and so I think he had a lot of fun with it. He was a great commissioner, and I think he will be his impact on the NBA will be felt continually for years to come, and that's something that is well well welcomed, I think. So yeah, my thoughts go out to the family of David Stern and the friends, the players who played under him, and everybody who right now is very downtrodden about the passing of the late David Stern at 77, not 76, like I have it on my thing. He passed at age 77. So Um, Once again, thoughts and prayers out to everybody, and we'll miss you, David Stern. Thank you for what you've done for the NBA. As an NBA fan, thank you. And yeah, see you guys later.